Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. You're very welcome to the channel, and as you can see from the sign there, we're at Raffrey Presbyterian Church, and that of course there is the church halls. So this is the church itself, and as you can see from the sign there, it's 1843. So I'm going to take you in here, and there's a couple of graves I'm going to show you. And I'll give you a wee bit of history of the church as we go. So you can see the sign there, it's Raffrey Presbyterian Church, and everyone welcome. So as it says from the sign there, this church was built in 1843. And big connection here as well with the 1859 revival. Ian Paisley says in his book on the 1859 revival that the revival broke out here near to Killalay on Wednesday the 22nd of June 1859. He says that a vast congregation crowded out the meeting house. Towards the end of the service, 10 individuals had to be removed under deep conviction of sin. He says that many were deeply impressed, and a sense of the gracious presence of God pervaded the whole locality. And boy, do we need them days back, don't we? Absolutely. So the first pastor of the church was the Reverend Ringland Fisher, and I will show you his grave. And it says on his grave that it was erected by the congregation of Raffrey in memory of their first pastor, the Reverend Ringland Fisher, who laboured amongst them for 44 years with singular diligence, faithfulness, efficiency and success, and was much esteemed and beloved by them. So you're well out in the country here, no doubt about it. And then the inscription goes on and says, ordained on the 7th of December 1843, the year the church opened. And he died on the 11th of January 1888, aged 69 years. And then it says at the bottom of it, with Christ, which is far better. And two of his brothers were also ministers in the Presbyterian Church as well. So I'll show you his grave at the end. We actually passed it on the way in. But I want to show you this one first. This is a very sad one. It says, erected by Samuel and Margaret Gibson. Loving memory of their children. Mary died 3rd of December 1907. She was only 7. Florence Jane died as a result of an accident at Helens Bay, 22nd of June 1912, and she was only aged 12 years. Now I tried to Google that incident, but I couldn't get anything on it. And then it says the above named Samuel Gibson died 16th of June 1924, aged 65 years, I think that is. And then the above Margaret Gibson died 18th of February 1931, aged 67 years, and it says asleep in Jesus. So that's a very sad one, with a wee 7-year-old Dan, and also with the accident at Helens Bay with the wee 12-year-old Dan. Heartbreak certainly for that family, I'm sure. Now, there's another bit of information that I want to give you about this church, which you won't know of until I tell you. And that is that this Sunday morning, which is the 14th of July, I'm actually preaching in this church. So that's why I'm here tonight. I'm doing a dummy run just to see exactly where it is. So I don't know if you'll be able to see in there or not. I can't really reach it. I'll do the best that I can. Whether you've seen anything there or not, I do not know. I will know after I check the video. But the meeting starts at 11:30 in the morning, this Sunday morning, tomorrow. And if you're in the area, why don't you drop in? It'd be great to see you. The address is Monts Road, Downpatrick, and the postcode is BT39NF. So this is where the minister, the very first minister of this church, is actually buried, where this poke is. And so I'm going to show you this. So as you can see, it says AD 1888. And I've already read the inscription, I tell you, because I wrote it down. As you can see, it's very hard to make out there. But that's the Reverend Ringland Fisher. And he was the very first pastor of this church, and he was ordained here in 1843. So there you go. So if you're about tomorrow, why don't you drop in? It would be lovely to see you. God bless.